Good morning, students. Welcome to online learning class. Today, we are going to learn about UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Fund is called the UNICEF. After the Second World War, it was set up to meet the emergency needs of children in Europe. But now it has been made permanent. It helps millions of mothers and children in the poorer parts of the world. The Anganwadi program in India is being carried out with the help of the UNICEF. It is a program that helps not only the child but also the mother. Mothers are taught how to take care of their children, how to take care of their own health, how to save the child from different ailments, how to cook food so that it does not lose its nutritious value. In fact, child care is impossible without mother care. A child's education is impossible without the mother's education. That is why the focus of the Anganwadi program is the mother. The UNICEF also helps in the education of disabled children. You must have seen UNICEF greeting cards. The money earned by the sale of such cards is used for the welfare of children. Shouldn't we buy this card? See, children, UNICEF is created by Resolution 57 of the United Nations General Assembly on 11th December 1946 to provide supplies and assistance to children after World War II. Originally known as the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF started as a temporary relief fund of the United Nations. UNICEF, also known as the United Nations Children's Fund, is a United Nations agency responsible for providing humanitarian and developmental aid to children worldwide. United Nations headquarters is in New York City. The agency is among the most widespread and recognizable social welfare organizations in the world, with a presence in 192 countries and territories. UNICEF's activities include providing immunizations and disease prevention, administering treatment for children and mothers with HIV, enhancing childhood and maternal nutrition, improving sanitation, promoting education, and providing emergency relief in response to disaster. UNICEF is the successor of the International Children's Emergency Fund, created in 1946 by the United Nations Relief Rehabilitation Administration to provide immediate relief to children and mothers affected by World War II. The same year, the United Nations General Assembly established the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund to further institutionalize post-war relief work. In 1950, UNICEF mandate was extended to address the long-term needs of children and women, particularly in developing countries. In 1953, the organization became a permanent part of the United Nations system, and its name was subsequently changed to its current form, though it retains the original acronym. Now, see major achievements of the United Nations. The main aim of the United Nations is to maintain peace and to prevent wars in the world. So far, it has been quite successful in his aim. No doubt there have been wars and battles between some countries, but the United Nations stopped them from developing into world wars. For example, the wars in Korea, Vietnam, Palestine, Afghanistan, Iran, and Iraq were not allowed to spread to other parts of the world. The United Nations has also been successful in preventing the use of atomic and other dangerous weapons. However, the most positive work of the United Nations has been its fight against ignorance, poverty, and disease. See, the United Nations started on a steep downward trajectory from the high expectation that surrounded it at its birth. The Global Security Organization, envisaged in the Charter of the United Nations, based on a perpetuation of the victorious alliance against Nazi Germany, was stillborn because of the rapidly developing rift between the Soviet Union and its Western allies. The Security Council of the United Nations, entrusted with the maintenance of international peace and security, was soon paralyzed by the inability of its permanent members to take decision on any issue where they perceived their interest to be in conflict. The fact that this Cold War did not develop into a hot one is generally attributed not to the United Nations but to the balance of terror between nuclear armed superpowers, both of which were likely to be destroyed by any direct conflict. The role of Secretary General in helping to prevent such a conflict during the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis has been too widely overlooked. Even though at the time both superpowers acknowledged it in writing. That's all for today. Thank you, students.